at the time, kick a field goal, we're up 3. Or kick the point after we're up 3. He misses it. Now, Miami can take the lead. There's a big difference from being able to take the lead and being able to tie a game. Miami kicks a field goal, it's 12-13. Now the Colts, if the Colts want to come back, they have to game-winning drive, touchdown. It's not, we can just go kick a field goal, go into OT. If Adam Vinatieri had made that point after, it was a tie ball game, okay, then Miami went up 3, okay, and then if the Colts needed to drive the field, and at most, they kick a field goal to go into OT. But no, Adam Vinatieri missed a point after. They kept 1 point off the scoreboard, and it comes back and bites them. Now the Colts need a game-winning touchdown drive. The Colts at the end of the game were in field goal position at the end, didn't produce points.
Yeah.
If Adam Vinatieri kicked that point after, the Colts, which at the end of the game we would have needed Adam Vinatieri to tie it with a field goal, so who knows if he would have made that. But it's like, man, it's leaving those points off the scoreboard in close games every single week from our Hall of Fame kicker. It's like, dude, we can't keep giving them chances.
And another thing is turnovers. Like, you can't lose a turnover battle in a game. That could really put you in a situation where now you're fighting to get back.
3 picks, can't have it.
Yeah, 3 picks, and then Miami only had 2 turnovers.
Yeah, Darius Leonard got an interception, and then got that first fumble in the beginning.
And then just producing in general, it just has to happen because I'm all about moving the ball and getting first downs. And they had more first downs than Miami also.
Yep.
So I just think that the biggest thing is, you guys got to get it. You guys got to put points on the board.
Dude, we scored 12 points at home against the Dolphins. You can't have it. And what happens is the Colts are ruining their chances to get that first place in the AFC South.
And that's all. Like, they were fighting. Like, listen, they were. First off, I don't even believe that they should have been where they were at the point when they had beat the Chiefs.
Yep, and the Texans.
Yeah, and were ranked like I think like second in the AFC.
So we had the lead before last week. We lost to the Steelers, and then because the Texans haven't had a bye week, they were 6-3. We're 5-3.
Yeah.
They were up just because they hadn't had a bye week yet. They had played 9 games. We had played 8. But then now we're 6-4, or we're 5-4. They're 6-4. Or I believe they're still 6-3 because this week was their bye week. So now we're a full game behind them. We're not even tied for them for first place. We're second place in the division, and then we're 8th place in the AFC. We're tied with Oakland and Pittsburgh, both teams we have lost to this season. So we're ruining our chances to get in that playoff spot. And yes, there's still a lot of games left. There's still a lot of football left, but these are the games you win to solidify it, and we're losing.
And it's just about the word I say every week, just consistency in general. Why would you want to be 5-4?
Right.
Instead of being like you got to win those games.
And one thing I want to say,
you got to continue to win them. You have to continue to execute. You have to continue to win. That is what's going to make you a consistent team. And consistent teams are the teams that go to the Super Bowl. Those are the teams that make it to the playoffs.
And I want to say one thing. One thing you can kind of take away from this game is no Brissett, no Hilton.
True.
No Campbell. Still no Funches. We had a terrible offense going into it. So we have our 4th, 5th string quarterback coming into this season starting. We have no receivers around him. We still have the offensive line, which was good. He got protected all game. But Marlon Mack, the running game, they didn't perform as well as we thought, as well as we talked about last week.
74 yards.
19 carries, 74 yards.
Yeah.
This is one of the games when we have a terrible quarterback. Sorry, Brian Hoyer, but you're terrible. And we had no receivers around. This is the game where Marlon Mack needed to step up, and that offensive line needed to step up and get some holes for him and run for 200-plus yards, at least 100-plus, 150-plus.
In a running game on both ends, Miami and Indianapolis, they both really weren't that good in general. I think the running back, Ballage for
the Dolphins.
He had like 43.
Yeah.
And he touched the ball more times than Mack.
Yep.
So I think our running game is decent, man, but you're right. I completely 100% agree with what you just said. In games like this, where the passing game is not going to be able to be the way it usually is,
just because of injuries,
you have to step up. You have to. And that's what separates the good. That also separates the good teams
100%
from the all right teams, because the Patriots can run the football. You got to be able to run the football.
We all know the Ravens can run the football.
We know the Ravens can run the
with
football.
With their quarterback, Lamar Jackson. That's MVP.
I swear, I heard that. Don't even get me started on him.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson that's a whole. I went to the combine last year.
Nice.
And when he was there, he was like telling the scouts, like, no, I'm not warming up for receiver. I'm playing quarterback this year.
Yep.
I was like, hey, that's what I like to see right there, man. That's that good confidence.
We're going to have a whole segment on Lamar Jackson in one of the coming episodes because, man, he is a star.
I heard Tom Brady say, big fan. I wouldn't know how to react.
Imagine Tom Brady saying he's a fan of you.
I probably would have said the same thing. He said, hey, you the GOAT.
Yep. At least he recognized it, though. I like that. But yeah, imagine being a rookie in the NFL, no, a second season in the NFL, and you have Tom Brady saying he's a fan of you. Man, that'd be awesome. That'd be special. That's how you know you've made it.
I have to tell my friends, like, hey, man. Yes, sir.
Hey, just guess what? Tom Brady said he's a fan.
Tom Brady's a fan, yeah, man.
That's awesome.
But yes, sir, it's Chop It Up the Podcast. I'm Amere Dozier alongside my partner, Baylee Chamberlain, on this beautiful Friday, beautiful, cold, snowy Friday, coming to you from the WZIS studios. Listen, we on everything now. Apple Podcasts, thank you. You guys finally listened to us.
Yep.
You guys finally put us on. So we on Apple Podcasts, we on Spotify, we on Spreaker, we on Anchor. We're still working on YouTube for you guys. Give us a few weeks. And everything else, man, is in a bag, man.
Give us a 5-star review and write out a review, and we'll read them on here for people that give us reviews on Apple.
Yes,
write
sir.
them out. We'll read them on there.
And give us reviews on everything. If the thing is asking you for a review, go ahead and give us the 5.
Of course.
Man.
Hit a follow button if it's there. Hit a subscribe button if it's there.
We love y'all.
We're here twice a week, every week.
You got anything else to say for Chop It Up the Podcast? All right, man.
Colts better start winning some games. That's all I got to say.
Yes, and please stay consistent, Pacers. Hey.
Yep.
And for ISU basketball, man, hey, take it this week. And women, keep doing what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
All right, man, for Baylee Chamberlain, it's your boy Amere Dozier, coming to you from the WZIS studios. Peace.